don't let that phone turn off.
Okay, going live. We're live. I'm only gonna boot up Instagram once he starts to sit there.
No. Oh yeah.
Because people on Instagram leave. So it's everything is there. We're streaming.
Muted.
Viewing audience first. We live?
Yes, sir.
You can see me right now? Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Hey, how you guys doing? BRADVICE. We're live at 5 every Thursday. Let me give you the ground rules. This is where you get earth-shaking, stellar advice for free with the old Brad Lee. However, you got to come with the question, not the story. You start with the story, you might lose your spot. You got to come with a question, and then I'll ask the story if I need to hear it. You're coming for the BRADVICE. So let's take our number one caller. You're on BRADVICE. What's cracking? Charles, you there, buddy?
Yes, sir. My question for you is about the solar industry. Why are so many solar companies going bankrupt or going out of business? Is it interest rates? Is it the economy? What's going on with these solar companies going out of business?
Well, Charles, that's a great question, and there's all kinds of answers. Why are people, what he wants to know, well, he has a question. This is advice. What kind of advice do you want? I'll answer your question, but what do you need some advice?
My advice is how to
not your advice.
Compete in an economy that
not your advice, brother. It's BRADVICE.
Or if you can give me advice on how to survive in an industry where all these companies are going under.
Well, number one, here, let me give you my advice. My advice would be to quit saying shit like that, Charles. All these companies are going under. The world is falling. Oh, my God. What can I do to be successful? Bro, you can be a hardworking, ethical son of a bitch because there's a lot of people still making money in the solar industry. Yeah, there's a lot of companies folding because they were out there bullshitting themselves, selling shit they couldn't deliver. Not only that, some laws changed, right? They're starting to regulate. They're starting to make sure everybody's out there not frickin' hooting and hollering and shooting from the hip. There's a little bit of organization. There's a little bit of frickin' structure going on. But is the solar business still cranking? Oh, certainly it is, brother. Certainly it is. There's a lot of people making a lot of money. There's companies capitalizing on everybody's tomfoolery. There is companies right now so damn system oriented that they can bring on a brand new green pea and walk them to the promised land of $200,000-$300,000 a year in income relatively easily. We can even do it remote now. Who am I talking about? Well, one of my companies, Real Solar. We're expanding like clockwork. Why? Well, because we make the right partnerships and we deliver on what we promise and we can train people. So my advice would be quit acting like the world's ending, brother. The world ain't ending. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I just
and don't you think? Hey, and don't Charles, and don't you think that if you had a better attitude about the industry and started looking at the bright side of shit, you'd probably end up in a better mood. And if you were in a better mood, you'd be in a better attitude. If you had a better attitude, you'd be at a higher altitude.
Yes, you're right. You're correct.
All right, so my advice would be get a better attitude, number one. Number two, don't be concerned, my brother. There's a lot of people making money in the solar industry still. And if you're not, dude, again, no kidding, if you're not making money in the solar industry, I suggest you reach out and come work with me because I'm showing people how to knock doors.
I think I've talked to Caesar before.
No, dude. Listen.
Solar with you.
No, dude. That's old school stuff. That's not the same stuff. Real solar now is like a machine. I've partnered with the best in the business. Our installs are better than anybody's. Like at the end of the day, if you can't make money in solar, you think the whole world's crashing and all these businesses are going out of business, well, then call me because we're not going out of business. In fact, we're growing massively. But why? Well, because we do things right, we train people right, and we have all the systems and processes in place through our various partnerships, and we can install quickly, we can guarantee our work, and there's no tomfoolery going on. So if you're involved in tomfoolery, Charles, you better reconsider who you're working with. But don't worry about it, bro. Solar's still crushing. Yes, there's businesses going out and going under because rules change and it's getting a little bit more difficult. And when it gets difficult, dude, it weeds out the weak. So you got to ask yourself a question, Charles. Are you the weak?
No, sir.
All right, buddy. Hope that was some advice for you. You got the BRADVICE, brother.
Thank you very much.
Peace. I like him. He has a very chill monotone. He said, "Thank you very much." See, folks, listen. When everybody wants to go doom and gloom, don't let it affect you. Okay? The doom and gloom, even if it does happen, you'll deal with it then. It's not doom and gloom right now. Everybody's going out of business. Everybody ain't going out of business. Shit. There's a lot of us making killer money in all kinds of industries that they say is going out of business. I keep hearing we're in a recession. Shit. My revenues are up in all my businesses. Like at the end of the day, guys, you got a recession in your head, especially if you think all these other factors, kind of affect you, because it's how you react. That's exactly what matters, especially in times like this. It's how you react. All right, let's go to the next question. Who do we got? Danielle. Danielle.
Hi.
Hi. What you need some advice?
So, I do. I need some Brad advice.
Well, let's go.
So I can't find a job.
Hey, remember,
And
Danielle, remember, don't start with a
Yes.
story, girl.
Okay.
Don't start with a
I'm
story.
in debt.
You start with the question, or what advice do you need?
Okay. So how do I pay my rent this month? No income.
Number one, how much is your rent?
$1,500.
Okay, where do you live, by the way?
Oak Brook.
Northbrook,
Illinois.
Cool. What's the population of Northbrook?
I honestly don't know.
Well, why is it you don't work, Danielle?
I lost my job in October, and then I had a contract job, and that ended, and I've been working the market for quite some time, and I
hold on.
cannot find...
Danielle, listen, love ain't lies.
Yes.
You want the truth or you want ice cream?
I want the truth.
Okay, well then I just got to talk to you bluntly and plainly. I hope you don't mind.
I would love it.
Okay, good. First of all, you work the market. What the hell does that mean? You were looking for a job?
I'm putting out my resume. I'm on LinkedIn.
I know, but you got to listen.
Recruiters.
You got to answer my question. When you said you were working the market, does that mean you're looking for a job?
Yeah.
Just say it, dude. Just say it. What do you want to know?
Okay.
What do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? This one? This one? Which one? This one? This one? All right. Sorry, Danielle. We're working out technical difficulties because we're taking this show worldwide.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so number one, were you out looking for a job? You said you lost your job. I mean, let's keep shit simple. See, everybody wants to complicate it with stories and shit. That's why I don't like stories. You know, your advice is, how do I pay my rent? You want my advice
Right.
on how do you pay your rent? Well, listen, I don't want to give you advice on how to pay your rent, because I could just write you a check and pay your rent. I could probably request that the viewers all chip in and we start you a GoFundMe and end up paying your rent. But paying your rent isn't going to solve the problem, Danielle. What's going to solve the problem is
Right.
teaching you how to pay your own damn rent, which is who should be
Right.
paying it, by the way. Now,
Yeah.
personally, I believe, you know, if you had a man, you know, he'd be paying the rent. Why? Well, because if you're with a dude, he should pay the rent. So you obviously don't have a man, correct?
Correct.
But you do have kids, correct?
I do, but he's in Florida and 22.
Okay, so you're not burdened with child.
Yes, correct.
Okay, good. That's a good thing. Now, again, people are going to go crazy in the comments when I say this, only because, you know, you're not burdened with child. Children aren't a burden, they're a blessing. I get all that nonsense. We're talking, I need to get to the bottom line. The bottom line is Danielle is out in frickin' Norfolk, Virginia, or Northbrook, Illinois, wherever that is. She can't pay her rent, and she's calling in for advice to say, hey, how do I pay my rent? And the answer is, guys, Danielle, you don't worry about paying your rent, okay? You worry about fixing the problem so you never have to pay your rent again. So either find a dude, okay, quickly. When's your rent due?
In about 7 days.
Okay, well, you better find a dude quickly, or find a job. Which one's easier?
Well, I would say a job.
Okay, then find a job, okay? You get up off your butt. When do you get up in the morning? Tell the truth.
Lately, I've been lazy.
Lately, I've been lazy.
But usually about 8.
Danielle, when do you get up in the morning?
Yeah. Lately, maybe 10.
10? And you're looking for a job? Nonsense. Okay?
Online. I mean, I'm not
bullshit.
out.
Listen. Yak. See, if you don't want my advice, I'm going to hang up on you. Why? Well, because I can help you, Danielle, but first of all, you got to realize you need to help yourself. Okay? You need to help yourself. You need to realize, dude, listen, you're not going to be lazy and pay rent comfortably. You got to be uncomfortable. You're not uncomfortable getting your ass up at 10 a.m., okay? When'd you go to bed?
About 10:30, 11.
What are you doing at 10:30 to 11? Watching a little TV?
I'm watching.
Yeah, you're watching TV till 10 or 11 at night, then you're sleeping until 10, and then you get up and do what?
Work out.
You get up,
Go
you work
walk.
out, go for a walk, okay. Now, is that for an hour?
Yeah, I'd say about an hour. Sometimes I go out and get something to eat.
What have
Putting
you?
it on
I
credit.
know, I got you. So basically,
But I'm out there because I'm trying to network. I'm trying to possibly...
No. Stop. I just said when you got up at 10
Okay.
o'clock, what do you do? You said you go for a walk and you work out. You're not networking. You're going for a walk.
Right.
You're working out. That's not networking. Okay, it is smart.
Well, when I
'cause
say,
you're,
you say, what else do I do?
listen, it is smart to do when you get up. It's just you should be getting up at 5:30 and working out, not 10. Okay, 10, you're already 2 hours behind when you should have been actually building relationships, talking, selling, working, applying, responding, texting, DMing, and basically rattling the cage. You're sleeping 3 hours into the time you should be freaking rattling people's cages, showing us that you're serious about going to work and you're serious about paying bills. You ain't serious. You're 7 days away from getting evicted, and you're sleeping until 10 and watching TV till 11 at night. You clearly don't subscribe. Danielle.
Yeah, and I know I'm getting attacked. I can't even see the comments, but that's a newer routine because
Let's see
a
the
little bit of
comments.
depression is set in. So I understand
Hey,
it's not
listen,
an
I'm
excuse.
gonna read you some of the comments. Okay, what kind of investment properties
Oh,
are
I
you looking
can't
for
wait.
right now? I mean, at that point, I'd find, dude, I can't see when you scroll away like that. I mean, at that point, I'd find a temp agency. Creation, she wants a
I've
daddy. What kinds of investment properties are you looking for? stop watching TV until something happens. Snooze. Good old Brad Lee, spelled incorrectly. Is this girl serious? I would fast too. Add up the hours that she's sleeping in. Again, don't worry about the comments. See, they're all yak listening and giving their opinions. Their opinions ain't going to pay your rent.
No.
Okay, so you want your rent paid? You got to get your ass up. Okay, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., work out by 7 a.m. Hydrate, get your face on, as the girls like to say. You wear makeup?
A little.
Okay, so you get your face on, and then you literally get your ass out of the house, and you go start freaking talking to people. Okay, you walk in, and you sell yourself because you need a job. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
That's the advice I'd give you, girl. Go get a job. Quit laying around. Quit being a lazy ass.
I can borrow the money. I could do a cash advance, but I don't know that it's worth it for 4 more weeks of somewhere to live, and there's no guarantee of a job, and I'm not a gambler.
Danielle, don't be stupid. Do you hear what you just said? Did you just hear yourself?
Well, yes.
Okay, I'm going to repeat what you said. Tell me if I don't sound like an idiot. Well, I don't think I could borrow the money and pay the rent, but I don't know if 4 more weeks is worth chancing that I might get a job. No, it's not worth it. So just be homeless. Get kicked out in 7 days.
Well, I wouldn't be homeless. I would have somewhere to go for free.
Well, again, you're not giving me all the facts here, Danielle. How old are you?
Well, told me I couldn't tell a story, and I have a long story.
No stories. You asked how to pay rent, and the answer is get a damn job.
Right.
Quit being lazy. Quit sleeping until 10. Quit blaming
I'm far
people.
from lazy,
and quit thinking the world's coming to an end, because you got a lot of opportunity. Anywho, I need some good questions. Hey, look up some good questions. This one's a good question, and I gave her my advice, and my advice was what, Danielle? Can you tell me what I told you to do?
To get up early and start networking.
Go get a job. Okay, quit
Right?
quit using the word networking. You hear that in around the entrepreneurial space, and it's important, network. Right now you need a job. Okay, network your ass into some place and get a job. Okay, it all starts with what I call a stable table. You have to have a place to live, you have to have food, and you have to have clothing. You have to have food, shelter, and transportation. You understand? Like Danielle, time's a wasting, man. Don't make yourself get in a position where you got to rely on somebody else. You're in a position where you're on your own, and you're about to prove people wrong. Doesn't that piss you off? Doesn't it make you want to freaking get out there and show people Danielle's a winner?
100%.
Well, then you got to get up early and prove it. 10 a.m. That's ridiculous. Anyway, wish you well.
Just the truth.
Wish you well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to the next caller. Guys, listen, when you guys are listening to calls like this, just remember, I'm doing my best to give advice. All right, Mike, you're on BRADVICE.
Hey, Brad, it's Mike Simmons here.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
Wonderful, buddy. You need some advice?
All right. Yeah, so I've been in the tech industry for about
You're a story,
25
son.
years.
Hey, it's a story, Mike. Don't be giving me no story. What advice you want?
All right, so I need to know how to pleasure my wife.
You need to know how to what?
Pleasure my wife. Pleasure my wife.
Pleasure your wife.
Yes, Brad.
Okay, my advice would be go sit down at Google and start.
Google what, sir?
You got to go sit down at Google. You going to listen?
Yeah, I'm listening, Brad.
Mike, you got to focus, brother. You got to focus, especially if you want to please your wife, okay? She needs a little focus.
All right.
There's certain areas that you want to focus on. But what I want you to do, because this isn't an X-rated show, I'm going to give you the advice to fix your problem. You go to Google and you search how to make love to a woman.
Brad, the thing is, I've tried it. It just doesn't work. But it doesn't.
This guy's trolling me. Drop him. All right, everybody. Now you hear what trolls get. They get dropped like a hot potato. All right, let's go, Marcos. Marcos Furniture Sales and customers wanting to cancel after they make a purchase. What advice you looking for, brother?
Brad, what's going on? It's a pleasure. So the advice I'm looking for is basically customers who get the buyer's remorse. How can I avoid my customer getting buyer's remorse? And I'm delivering within 2 to 3 business days.
Yeah, well, again, you can't necessarily stop customers from getting buyer's remorse because it's a natural human behavior, and they get buyer's remorse when they fear that the decision they made was the wrong one. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the way you mitigate the ability for people to get buyer's remorse is you make sure that you increase the value and reinforce the value 3 or 4 times as they take away the product or service that you sold them. And then you make sure that in those 3 days, you're 100% available to them. Why? Because if they start to get buyer's remorse, dude, they need reinforcement. You need to recommit them. You need to reconvince them. You need to re-comfort them so they don't frickin' cancel within those 3 days. Now, if it happens to be a legitimate buyer's remorse, well, guess what? They thought about what they did and it was stupid. You ripped them off. They realized they didn't need it, and you know they're having buyer's remorse. Well, then the technique that I just gave you shouldn't be deployed. Why? Well, because you shouldn't be selling people shit they don't need. But if that's not the case, they're just getting buyer's remorse because people get buyer's remorse. Well, then what you do is you increase the value and you stay in constant communication and you support them entirely in the first 72 hours. Make sense?
It does make a lot of sense.
All right, you been doing that?
No, it's just like, okay, great, thank you, appreciate your business. And then, probably going to talk to them for about just the day before their delivery. But within that gap, that 1-2 day gap.
Yeah, dude, hey, let me give you my cell phone. Hey, let me give you my cell phone. Anytime between now and then, you second guess this decision. Somebody talks you out of it. You have more questions, whatever the case may be. I want you to freaking use this as the bat phone. I want you to call me immediately. Fair enough?
Yes.
All right. My name's Marcos. Thanks for buying my furniture. And by the way, you made a great decision today. You made a great decision, and I know you're going to go home and regret the shit out of it when you recognize that the furniture that you bought was overpriced and underbuilt. But don't worry, I want you to call me.
Yeah, these interest rates are crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. No, in all reality, dude, that's just a human behavior people have, buyer's remorse. So what you do is you raise the value, and then you stay in touch, and you support them at the utmost during that 3 days. Why? Because the only reason
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the only reason they're getting buyer's remorse is because they're second guessing the decision they made, and they need to get confident again. That's all.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
That sounds real simple, Brad. I got it.
All right, give it a try. All right, guys, come on, man. Make it hard. Let's go. You got any good ones? Are you reading them or no? Which one do you think's good? Sean Ginsberg.
Mr. Bradley.
You know that's right.
I got one for you.
All right. What advice you need?
So I got an opportunity to work at a fund, like a capital fund.
Dude,
he's
going to lose his place.
Damn,
dog, lost his place for nothing. Guys, I'm not going to answer questions that start with stories. That's the rule of the show. If you got a story, okay, save it. What I'm looking for is, hey, I need some advice. On what? So you ask the question. You ask for the advice. Then I'll decide what information I need to best give you the most earth-shaking advice you've ever had. I've solved 1 million problems on this show already. We've only been going 5-6 episodes. So if you need advice, I'd love to help you. Call the number on the screen, and you'll get in the queue, and then we're going to pick 1 or 2 or 5 or 7 during this hour, and we're going to give out rock-solid advice, at least in my opinion. All right, let's go. Patrick Howland.
Yeah, what's going on, Brad?
What's up, dude? You want some advice?
Dude, I do. I want some advice. So I burned a mentor of mine.
Hey, here we go. Here we go
and
with
I
the
wanna
story, big dog. You got what advice do you need?
Here's the question. If you were to go back in time, or I guess if you were in my shoes and you wanted to get back in good graces with a mentor and you owed him some money, what would you do?
I'd pay him his fucking money and apologize.
Okay.
Have you tried that?
For sure. Yeah, I'm kind of broke. I'm in a tight spot right now.
Hey, we all want to be in a tight spot, if you know what I mean. Now listen up, Patrick.
Yeah.
The question was simple, but you're not answering it. Did you pay the guy back and apologize?
No, I haven't. Not in full. Not in full.
I know, but. In other words, guys, you guys are full of excuses. Patrick, you asked a question. Hey, how do you get back in the good graces of a mentor that you owe money to? Well, again, that's a question I can answer. You pay him back, and you apologize for violating his frickin' trust. And you apologize and hope he forgives you for being what's called a roach, a deadbeat. Then you go Then you go look in the mirror and you go, look, Patrick Howland's not a deadbeat. If this motherfucker says I'm going to pay you, I'm going to pay you, and you fucking do whatever you have to do to pay people from this point forward. Then you gain the reputation of doing what you say you're going to do, not only by others but yourself. And once you start having a reputation with yourself of doing what you say you're going to do, you're going to start walking a little taller, and your chin will start raising a little bit more in the air to where you start to have what's called pride. Okay, and then you walk around and you don't ever fucking not do what you say you're going to do. You told that dude you were going to pay him, didn't you?
Yeah.
See, dude? Why'd you let him down? Yep. Why'd you let him down? You said he's your mentor, which means he was helping you. Some dude's helping you, you borrow money, then you stick it right up his old sphincter pipe?
No, I had a general manager in the car business that was telling me, don't listen to this dude, and had some conflicting ideas and made a bad decision, but
you know what, Patrick? Here's the good news. We all make mistakes. You ain't alone, brother. I want you to look down. You'll see a bunch of feet print. Those are mine. I've been there. I made a lot of mistakes, my damn self. And you know what I did?
Yeah.
I made it right by handling my problem, by apologizing and making shit right. So my advice is that you figure out how to get his money. Do whatever you got to do. Go clean shit, frickin', do whatever you got to do. Be a roto-rooter scuba diver. 25 cents an hour and all you can eat. But get that money back to him and apologize. And guess what? That's how you will get that mentor to respect you. Because until he respects you, he thinks you're probably just a punk. You're probably known as Patrick the Punk. How much you own? How much you own, by the way?
Probably like 10 grand.
Dude, that's a chunk of change, bro. Get a hold of him, apologize profusely, and say, is there anything I can do to pay you back through labor? And if not, then I'm going to go labor and pay you back, man. That's my advice, and I'm sticking to it. One more. You got something?
I was gonna say it's Mr. Andy Elliott. So maybe I saw something on Instagram. You're working on getting a 6-pack. You had a bet with him and Jackie.
Yeah, I'm about to take his money. Yeah, I'm about to take his fucking money. Right now, that money's as good as in the bank, bro. November 17th, I'm going to be lifting up the shirt, and I'm going to be showing the world a 6-pack, and I'm going to be showing that ball-headed motherfucker my hand, and he's going to be like whipping out 50 fucking G's. Hey, quit the cussing, dude. I don't want to get suppressed all over the platforms. What the hell, people? But no, Andy's my buddy. Andy just wants to see me do well, and he's willing to pay for it because it's a win-win for him. If I finally get my ass in frickin' tip-top shape, he loses 50 grand, but gains a buddy that's now prepared to kill. So at the end of the day, dude, it's just a friendly little bet between buds. What's that got to do with you, Howland?
I want to piggyback on it. I went in on that bet. Nothing.
Well, dude,
No,
you don't
man,
pay you don't fucking pay your bets or your debts. So
Yeah,
why
I
would
know,
anyone
right?
let you in, Howlin'?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Patrick, buddy, listen to me. I'm about to let you go because I think you got the advice you needed. But listen to me, dude. Even though I make it funny, you got to go look in the mirror and fucking draw a line. Okay? You want to keep being a fucking flimsy ass fucking child, or do you want to be a man?
Yeah, let's be a man.
Okay, dude, it's time to be a man. You know what that means? Don't take money you can't pay back. Okay, and if you had a really good reason and you screw up, because we all do, you go apologize and then pay the son of a bitch back.
Let's do it.
You didn't need advice. You needed confirmation, and you just got it. Make sure when you pay his ass back that old Brad Lee told you to do it, so he knows old Brad Lee got you to do it. Okay.
I got you.
And why do you owe him $10,000?
I'd invested with this training, and it helped me quite a bit.
You invested in his training, yada yada yada. What'd you do? Say you'll pay for it and didn't?
Yeah, my GM hard closed me in his office. He's like, "Man, this guy's taking your money." I thought, yeah.
Okay, ask your GM what he's making.
I don't know, not as much as Andy.
Not even close as much as Andy. One of Andy's salesmen is making more than your GM.
Probably.
Not probably.
For sure.
Not probably, for sure. So at the end of the day, don't listen to people that don't know shit, okay? Listen to him about selling cars. Listen to him about avoiding being fired. Don't listen to him about whether somebody else is going to help you, because I can promise you, whether it's Andy Elliott, Grant Cardone, Brad Lee, or a million other people, okay? Information is valuable, dude. And if someone's selling you information, only an idiot cannot find value in it. Even if it's shitty, a winner can find ROI. Okay, you can learn what not to do. But at the end of the day, it's all perspective. If you said you'd pay him and you didn't, and you feel bad, find out, reach out to him or his team and say, listen, I fucked up. You taught me some good shit. It's made me some money, and I want to pay you back because, I basically made a mistake listening to somebody that was hating on you. And guess what? You know what they do? You know what they do? They'd fucking say, dude, welcome aboard. Like, you know what? You just became a man. Can I get a come on? All right, buddy.
Come on.
Hey, but that's the truth. Some people don't like the truth, man. It's like poetry. They don't like to look at themselves in the mirror because they're ugly. What they see is ugly. What they see back is ugly. That's why they don't like looking in the mirror. And when I force them to look in the mirror with my advice or cute way of saying shit, they get a little bit angry. It's a little bit polarizing. Why? Well, because I forced them to look in the mirror and they got a big old wart on their nose. Anyway, folks, if you're ugly and you look in the mirror, here's the good news. You can do the work to become beautiful, even if you actually are ugly, because I think we all get the analogy I'm going after. All right, let's go to the next caller. All right, Brian Hannon, you've reached me. What advice you need?
Hey, brother, I have an online coaching business. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
And right now I'm using ClickFunnels. I need help with a payment processor. I'm having trouble because all the big boys shut you down because they say it's high risk nowadays because there's too many scammy people out there.
Yep. You're telling a story, though.
I'm not knowing who to use.
Oh, you just want some advice on who to use for your merchant processing?
Yeah, and if I need multiple merchants in case I have high chargeback rates, etc.
Oh, I see. See, again, dude, I think someone's like having you call in just to ask that question as a tee up so I can talk about my merchant services business.
Okay,
you realize I've got a disruptive company in the merchant processing space called Real Merchant Services, correct?
I have no idea. No.
Yes, we're disrupting the merchant services space. We're disrupting because we are paying people to process their credit cards while most people are paying to process credit cards. So if you go to realmerchantservices.com, fill out the application and upload a statement, I can start paying you to process your credit cards. How you like me now?
Okay, you said upload a statement. How tough is it to get approved?
It ain't hard at all. It's called fill out an application.
Okay, brother.
Well, what if I don't if I don't get approved? Oh,
Well, fill out an application is step one. Like, let's see, don't be so negative. And then if you don't get approved, we'll take it from there.
Okay, gotcha. Well, then do I need multiple in case
Nope.
I need backup?
Nope. Yeah, you need backup if you're out scamming people and you're changing business names and you're switching accounts around. Is that what you're doing?
No, absolutely not.
You're selling a solid product?
It's just my first coaching business, so I have no idea.
Listen, coaching is high risk because the risk of the coaching being worthless and then somebody charging back on the credit card charge. And when you charge a credit card back, if the business doesn't have the money to cover it, like you, for example, because you blew all your money because you're not a real coach and you don't have any money and you're, for example, teaching people how to make money when you ain't got any, well, the banks see that.
Right.
The banks see that, and when people keep charging back because your coaching's garbage, they are risking that they have to pay it because you're now gone with a shut down bank account. You change your name, you reopen under another coaching company. So guess what? You're what's called high risk. You understand? High risk? But that doesn't mean you can't get approved. Okay? That doesn't mean you can't get approved. Okay? What it means is you better pay attention that you're high risk. And if you want to get out of that, just show the business over a period of time that, number one, you handle your business. You're not ripping people off. There's no chargebacks. When people have a dispute, you answer the phone and handle it, including refunds. And you're a damn good businessman. Okay, with integrity. And guess what? You'll never need another merchant account or another mid, as they call it. You're not going to need another one. Why? Well, because, dude, you will have that one forever, and it'll get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and stronger and stronger and stronger. The only bad news with the high risk is they might pay a little more fees than people in regular businesses without risk, like a gas station or a freaking coffee shop. Like, you don't see a bunch of chargebacks at those places, but you do in coaching companies.
Yes, sir.
So, dude, go to Real Merchant Services, fill out the app, we'll get you approved, and then freaking operate business with integrity, and we'll get you dialed in. You don't need more than one. No one's going to shut you down when you're doing it right. Can I get a come on?
Come on!
Come on, big dog.
All right, brother. I appreciate
It almost sounded like it was freaking teed up for me. All right, come on. Let's go with do you guys, listen, if anybody's out there watching this right now and you want some advice, I want some juicy shit, like maybe, your wife left you or your boyfriend left you or you're broke, like the one she couldn't pay her rent. I love that. All right, let's go to Rich Barron. What's up, Rich? You're extremely successful, are you?
Well, I'm successful for where I'm at in my life, I suppose, yeah.
Well, I don't know what that means, but your statement here says, I have an extremely successful sales career. What does extremely successful equate to in your mind?
I went from being homeless 2 years ago to being a sales manager at a tech startup that's going unicorn.
Yeah.
And I've been crushing it every single...
Big dog.
Yeah.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Where were you homeless?
Portland, Oregon, and
Yee.
the last place I was homeless was Sacramento.
Dude, everybody's homeless in Portland, Oregon.
Moved to Sacramento, left my daughter and my
listen.
baby mama
Hey,
drama,
my man.
and decided
my
to
man.
take a risk.
Hey, you can't hear me or something?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Only because, I gotta host the show. I ask the questions. And when and if I talk, you got to stop and listen, so it can be a back and forth. Fair enough?
Yep.
Now it's your turn. Yeah, fair enough. All right. So you said, go to the top. I'd like to see the top again. You said to me that you have an extremely successful sales career in a startup that's going unicorn. For people that don't know unicorn, that means it's going to be $1 billion company, right? You used to be homeless in Portland, Oregon, where technically everybody's homeless. And then you were homeless in Sacramento. And how long ago was that?
About 2 years, 6 months ago.
Okay. And were you legit homeless?
Yeah, like sleeping in a bush and shit like that.
Why a bush?
It was right next to the building in Abbey Flooring and Carpet. That was where my work was.
Right on, big dog. Did your employer know that you were sleeping in the bush after work?
No.
See, dude, I got to give you some kudos for that. See, there's too many stupid people that'll literally tell their work that they're homeless and they're sleeping in the bush, and then they get fired because a lot of people, you can't be homeless and work here. But smart people, they do what they got to do, and it sounds like you did what you had to do. So kudos to you, brother. Now you're employed, all non-void, walking around like your pretty boy Floyd. What's your advice? What advice you need?
I know I can go way farther than this.
Of course
and
you can.
I know I have something that I could do anything.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to figure out when I should turn in the keys to my job that's starting to get kind of lax and go do my own thing and take a bigger risk.
Okay, so what advice do you need? Put it in a sentence.
What's the time when you hang up the towel and go chase your dreams? Like, what's the point in your career when you decide to risk it, like to go for it?
Look,
like, is it money in the bank?
Look, I don't listen to me. I don't know the time that you go chase your dreams, but I know the exact date that you don't chase your dreams and or stop chasing them. You want that date?
Yeah.
February 3rd. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
What'd I say?
February 3rd.
Yeah, February 3rd. February 3rd, bro. That's when you stop. Okay, so when should you start? You should have started a long time ago. It sounds like you already started, though. You already got off your ass. You already pulled your head out of your butt and stopped being homeless and stopped blaming people and stopped doing the shit that made you homeless, right?
Yep.
Okay, now you got yourself a kick-ass job, but what you're saying is you're not fulfilled by that kick-ass job, even though it's a freaking killer job. You're wondering, well, when do I quit that shit and follow my dreams, right?
Exactly.
Right now. Okay, yesterday was a better time. Right now is the next best time. Okay, right now. Especially you, bro. You already been homeless. What the fuck you got to lose? Worst case scenario, you get back in the bush for a couple of years. You ain't afraid of the bush, are you?
No.
Neither am I. See, one time I was homeless on the beach in California, and I was being interviewed on some podcast, and they said, what did it feel like to hit rock bottom? And I said, I don't think I ever hit rock bottom. They're like, what do you mean? You were homeless on the beach. And I said, yeah, but it was a beach. Okay, number one. Number two, I chose to be there. I didn't want to run back home with my tail between my legs. Okay, I had what's called pride and backbone and grit. Okay, I didn't mind sleeping on the beach. It was a place to fucking sleep. Big deal. Some people sleep in a bed under a roof, and I slept on a fucking sand bed under the stars. Okay, with the right perspective, that's almost fucking, enviable. So what you did is you slept in a bush, which I don't know why the fuck you would pick a bush. Out of the whole outdoors, you pick a bush to sleep in? Dude, like next time, if you're ever homeless again, dude, don't sleep in a bush. Yeah, go find some bush and get off the streets. Okay, but at the end of the day, you're off the streets. You already started kicking that ass, and now you're saying, look, Brad, when do I quit and go chase my dreams? Bro, you already started, okay? This is called the journey. Now, do you want to save a little more money because you don't want to be broke and you don't want to sleep in the bush again? Well, then save your money and keep working for money. Because let me tell you something, dude. Money, okay, salaries is basically what they give you to forget your dreams. You understand? So right now, dude, you're getting paid to forget your dreams. So the question is when are you going to stop selling your dreams? Now go ask yourself that in the fucking bush, bro, and you'll have your answer. I love you, dog. Good luck to you, because I already know, man, you're going to be all right. All right. Now, what's that last one you were scrolling? Hey, man, hope you guys like these bits of advice. Sometimes, I say them harshly and you guys feel bad for the caller, but guess what? I have nothing but love, and love ain't lies. And I also like to see some comments, dude, as we're working. I don't need to see that screen. You do. Okay? Yeah, that's right. Come on, big dog. See, they don't like when I get curt with the fucking crew, do you, Ben? That's why he looks up like I'm a dick when I said, I don't need to see that screen. You do. He's like, didn't have to say it that way. Ben's going to leave and go call in and be like, I have some advice I need. How do you deal with a dick for a boss? All right, let's go. Let's go. See, we're back to this fucking screen when I'm trying to look at comments. Dude, you guys handle the callers and tell me when one's on. Meanwhile, I'm going to look at some of these comments. Look at Dr. M.D. Hesterster says, Proverbs 20:13, in the Bible says, love, not sleep, lest you come to poverty. Open your eyes, and you will have plenty of bread. I like that. Proverbs is an excellent book to read, guys, even if you're not very faith-based. Proverbs got some good shit in there, I got to tell you. Ori Christiana says, LOL por favor. Hey, let's take a question in the comments if anybody wants to. Guys, you guys got a question in the comment? Shoot them up there. Make sure I can see the real-time comments, bro, because it's stuck. You got to scroll to the bottom so it makes it automatic. It ain't going that fast. Are you scrolling?
Yeah, it wasn't moving now.
Okay, here we go. Brad, bring on Dominic from New York. I'm on the line. All right, let's go. Dominic. Go find Dominic from fucking New York. He's on the line right there. Dominic Mosconi. I hope this fucker sounds like this.
Hey, my friend, can you hear me okay?
This ain't fucking Dominic.
Oh, I swear to God, this is Dominic Joseph Mosconi, Syracuse, New York. How are you, my friend?
Hold on. You're telling me this is fucking Dominic?
Yeah, what's so funny, man, I've had friends my whole life. Hey, Dominic fucking Mosconi, how you fucking doing? It's so funny that you're doing that. Brad, I want to thank you for taking my call. I got no stories for you. How do you stay positive? How do you stay optimistic?
Easy.
When you got diagnosed with a pretty bad heart disease a couple months ago that you had no idea.
Easy. And by the way, you could have followed that up with if you got diagnosed with ass cancer. You know, hey, you got diagnosed with frickin' terminal illness. I'm dying in 3 days. Guys, you guys got to pay attention. Dominic, pay attention to me, okay? If you knew I was going to shoot your head right now and life is over, right? You listening?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you knew I was going to shoot you in the head right now, and you begged me not to so you could go see a few people and you could wrap up some loose ends and you could live just for a second longer, an hour longer, and I allowed you to live. Would you be thankful for that hour?
Absolutely.
Even if you were going to die an hour later anyway?
If I could go see my family and my girl one more time, all my boys,
Exactly. So what does that mean? That means fucking you be thankful for every second you get, okay? You get some bad news and they're telling you, hey, you don't have as many seconds as you might have thought, okay? You be fucking happy that you got some seconds left, okay? And the seconds lead to minutes, and the minutes lead to hours, and the hours lead to days, and the days lead to weeks, and the weeks lead to months, and the months lead to years, and the years lead to decades. And then next thing you know, it's fucking 22 years later, and the doctor that told you this was full of shit. First of all,
I fucking hope so,
yeah,
man.
well, first of all, my opinion would be get a second opinion. Have you got one of those?
Oh, yeah. Yep, I've had MRIs.
Okay, every doctor tells you you're fucked?
I've seen some fucking good ones, man.
Okay, yeah, and then what do they say? What do they say?
You got the best of it.
I know, but what do they say you have? First of all, I doubt this is Dominic Mosconi from fucking New York. Hey, and if it really is, and you got a heart condition that gives you a little time left, I'd spend the fucking rest of it talking like this. Just so when you fucking go, everybody remembers fucking Dominic Mosconi from Syracuse.
I can't believe, first of all, that we're talking. Second of all, you're even saying it like that, man. I love it. But no, man, to be honest, it's pretty bad. I'm a super active guy. I golf, I lift, I play ball.
Okay, what's your problem, though? What's your heart problem? Tell me what they diagnose you with.
It's called non-obstructive hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, which means, I'm not going to bore you with a story, my ticker ain't ticking right. So ultimately, I got to get sliced open. I got to have this defibrillator implanted in me. I'm 30 years old, man.
Hey, bap. See, I'm 30 years old, man. Dude, no one gives a shit. There's brand new babies getting the same shit done. Don't look at it negatively like that, bro. I'm 30 years old. Dude, listen, brother. There's a way to live, right?
Right.
Okay, man. Be thankful for that. And again, I'm not trying to make light of the black cloud you must have over your head, because most people would, including me. But I'm trying to give you the advice to stay on the positive side of things, because our mental depression and anxiety and fear changes our vibration, and then we go through life with worry and blame and doubt and anxiety, and that's what we attract. So don't do that. Be positive, dude. You got more time. There's surgery that can fix this. You're not dying. You didn't get a death sentence, correct?
That's what they tell me, yeah.
Okay, then, dude, be fucking happy about that. And now my best advice is this. Do a bunch of research and really try to find the best medical care and medical advice you can get, because there's a lot of people that get diagnosed with heart issues lately. I don't know why, but maybe like there was some sort of mandate or suggested, action that was took. By the way, were you around a couple years ago?
Oh yeah, but I will say,
Hold on.
This is
Did
genetic.
you ever?
This is definitely genetic for sure.
I know, but did you ever, just by chance, decide to go ahead and take everyone's advice?
A couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so you took everyone's advice?
Unfortunately, yeah. Again, my father has this. My brother has this. Like it's. I knew something was going on.
Well, again, if it runs in the family, dude, who knows? Bottom line, bro, your advice is how do you deal with it? Dude, you deal with it with positivity, man. It sucks. You know what? Here's what makes me happy. This sounds macabre, but listen to me. It might change your perspective.
Sure.
I realize anytime I get bad news or someone gets bad news that I care about, that we're all going to die. You're going to die, bro. There's no question. I'm going to die and you're going to die. And then sometimes people think, yeah, but I'm 30. I've got much longer than you. Dude, that's not true. You are not promised tomorrow. Okay? First of all, you could get the procedure and end up living another 5 years, and then they find a way to grow you a whole new fucking heart that works perfectly. Agree or disagree?
Oh man, the way it's advancing, I hope so. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. So it could be all kind of bright shit in the future. But right now, okay, you got to ask yourself, are you going to die one way or the other, yes or no?
Absolutely.
Okay, now live while you're not dead, okay? Fucking take advantage of what the fucking time you have left. That's my advice, bro. Hey, and start and start a GoFundMe. Maybe you can make it go viral and say, I've got a heart problem and money will fix it. If everybody, I know. Hey, let me joke. Let me joke, dude. Start a GoFundMe account and say, I've got a heart problem, and if I don't, stay happy, my heart will break. And the only thing that makes me happy is donations of $5 or more.
An achy breaky heart GoFundMe. I love that.
Yeah, and then what if all of a sudden, dude, you got $41 billion donated? What would you do?
Kidding me, bro? I'd get a heart transplant and buy every motorcycle I want.
Okay, that's my advice, dude. Do that. Can I get a come on?
Come on, baby. Bradley, I appreciate you, brother.
Good luck, Dominic. Now go get an accent, brother. Dude, how do you be from fucking New York named Dominic Moscone? And he gets on there and he says, hello, Dominic Moscone from Syracuse, New York. How are you, Brad? Hunter. Are you there, Hunter? Oh, King Hustler thinks I'm drunk on vodka. King Hustler, I don't drink, my friend. Now? I could hear you back then. Hold on 1 second. Yes, you can hear me, can't you?
Loud and clear. I think I was on mute.
Look at Chad Stone. Put your money where your mouth is. Start a GoFundMe for him. Starting doesn't do it. Okay. What else? Hold on 2 seconds, caller. I'm just reading some of these nonsensical hatred advices. Brad, I need advice on how to do business with you in the tech world. Oh, that's easy. Write a check. Let's see. Kenzie thinks I'm funny. Miss Lauren, Brad, do you want more kids when you met your wife? Did you want more kids? Listen, I want as many kids as the good Lord blesses me with. I love children. I love people. I produce wonderful people and wonderful children. Do I sound like Trump? Yeah. But all my children are lovely and wonderful and gorgeous. The world should want me to make more. But yes, I did want more. I still want more. I'm going to want more until the day I die. I love kids. They don't want me to have no more because every time one shows up, ooh, the inheritance gets sliced again. No, I'm just joking. All right, let's go to the caller. What's up, Hunter?
What's going on, Brad?
Dude, listen, man, I'm just sitting here trying to give people good advice so they can avoid a situation.
All right. Well, maybe you can help me then. I'm going to be a dad soon.
Congratulations.
I know you're a dad. Thank you. And, yeah, I just wanted your advice on, in my position, what are some things I should be thinking about, focusing on to be the best husband I can be the best father to be very soon?
What can you do to focus on being the best you can be?
Yeah, what should I have my focus on, or what are things that you did that worked for you to help you be the best? Yeah.
Okay, dude, listen, it's called self-development. Nobody's going to do it for you, brother. So you need to set up habits and routines to improve yourself on a regular basis so every day you're outperforming the day before in all areas of life. Your fitness, your finance, your faith, your family. Shall I keep going?
No, that sounds good.
Yeah,
so,
dude. So listen, you already
a specific question around that then?
Hunter, but you already know the answer, dog. How do I become the best husband I can be? Okay, don't cheat, don't lie, don't forget to include her. Okay, make sure you pay all the bills. Make sure she feels protected. Okay, and frickin' look her in the eyes and kiss her on the neck, and don't stop fucking doing that. Leave her love notes and don't stop dating her. Okay, keep going. Like every day, fall back in love with her. And then never forget how you felt the first day you met her, because that's how you should feel 50 years into it. That's how you stay married. That's how you become the best husband. You make sure she doesn't need anything, okay? If she needs anything, that's your fucking job. So if you just make sure that she's provided for and she's protected and her dreams come true, then, dude, you're the best husband you can be. Okay? And if you can, learn what I call the long cock method. Okay? The long cock method definitely helps. Hey, and by the way.
All right, I'll work on that one.
Hey, and by the way, dude, are you faith-based?
I am not. I've been exploring it, though.
Okay, well, good. Like I said, if there's ever any problem, open up the book called the Bible. Go to some church and just ask them, if they have any ways of dealing with the problems you're having. And 9 times out of 10, what they'll do is they'll find answers in the Bible, and you apply those answers, and you're like, oh my Lord, we're completely better now. But guess what? You'll fall short again. Why? Because it's the devil. The devil's after marriages. The devil's after nuclear families. But anyway, all kidding aside, bro, you become the best dad by also remembering that, dude, your job is to become the best you can be and be the example for your kid. Don't tell them what to do. Show them what to do, okay? Don't expect that kid to turn out great when you're not great. Okay? Your responsibility is to that kid, but nothing more than be the example. You want to be a dad that's gone all the time? Well, should he be a dad that's gone all the time? Is that what he should do too? And if the answer is no, well then fucking don't be gone all the time. Okay? Be the example. That's how you parent the best. That's how you're the most valuable to your kids. Okay? And again, I haven't always done it. I'm no angel. But at the end of the day, I learn, and then you think back, man, what should I have done differently? What I should have done differently back, again, when I was a child, when I was a punk, is that what I should have done is just took the same advice I just gave you about parenting, okay? Don't teach them anything. Show them everything, okay? They aren't going to listen to you, especially when they get older, but they're definitely going to watch you, okay? They don't do what you say. They do what you do. Can I get a come on?
Come on.
There you go, dude. Those, man, you got some fucking value up in this bitch. All right, name him Brad, Hunter. Name him Brad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to a close. We've got 1 minute. Should we do one more? I don't know. Again, dude, like I'm some real estate expert. Cade, go ahead. What advice you need, brother?
All right. How can I get funding for my business to purchase the building I rent? Because the current owner of the building is going to be selling it at the end of the year to me or someone else who can come up with the money.
How much money?
I need $600,000.
How much is the building?
$1.35 million.
So why do you need $600,000?
To buy him out of the seller financing note.
Well, he wants cash.
He's on.
He wants cash.
Yep.
Well, dude, let me ask you a question. You said the seller financing note. Have you already bought it from him on seller financing?
So
Answer the question like we're in court.
On a seller. What?
Answer the question like we're in court. That way we keep it quick. Do you already have the building bought from him in seller financing, or does he have the building in seller financing? Okay, if he has the building in seller financing and he wants you to buy him out of the seller financing contract?
Correct.
Is that right? Okay, listen, number one, I can lend you the money myself, but I got to see, what the property's worth, and if you collateralize it with the property, I assume the property's worth more than $600,000, right?
100%.
Okay, so what if I gave you the $600,000, or me and my buddies came together in a little group and bought it for $600,000, or not bought it, but loaned you $600,000, and the collateral is the building?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay.
I'm at the mercy of whatever I can
All right,
make
do me a favor,
happen.
Kate. Do me a favor, because what you're looking for is loot. Do me a favor. Email me, Brad@LightspeedVT. Give me the address, give me the details. Maybe I'll give you the $600,000, and if I can't, I will hook you up with people that will get you funding for that, assuming it's fundable. Okay, it's not hard to raise money when you got equity.
Sweet. And what was the email again? Brad@Lightspeed.
VT as in Victor Tango. Don't say I didn't do nothing for you, Cade. Keep killing it. All right, what do we got there? Folks, who do you want to see up here? And by the way, if you guys see the numbers scrolling by, this is called BRADVICE. We go live at 5. We might do it every day, but right now it's every Thursday. Then you can catch the edited version on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel called Bradley TV. That's where I drop knowledge on sales, business, and life 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. All good shit. This show is simply about giving advice. If someone needs advice, life-changing situation, or just a minor issue, you're looking for some good, solid, earth-shaking advice, you simply call in. I know in the comments you guys are asking all kinds of questions, but guess what? This is a call-in show. Why? Because I need to hear your voice. I want to hear your frickin' voice. I want to make sure Dominic Moscone sounds like a Dominic. All right, I'm going to take one more. See, I don't like that version. Go back to that one. Yeah, I don't like that shot. What shot's this? What shot's that? Oh, Christ. I wonder how we get all of them just zoomed in. But anyway, all right, let's do one more. Then I got to roll. It's been past an hour, but I don't want to screw everybody that was waiting, so just randomly grab one. Anyone you want. Can I get a come on? Oh, how about this one? It just says Biznass. Go ahead, Biznass. Hello. Drop Biznass right there. Bam. All right, Anthony.
Brad Lee, thanks for taking my call. I appreciate it.
Anthony, let me ask you a question.
How you doing?
I'm good. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I'm reading this thing that you wrote. Put it back. Thank you. I'm reading this thing that you wrote. It says, my name is Anthony. The topic I'd like to talk about today is, I'm in a business partnership with my wife. I have other business ambitions that I want to get after, but she has expressed that she is comfortable where we're at and doesn't want to go anywhere, but my money is our money, and our money is our money, and our money is my money, and I can't do anything without money. Where do I go from here?
So what happened there was the reception was cutting out, and I was screwing it up because I didn't hear what they were asking you to do, like the automated thing.
Oh, beautiful.
So I was
Because
just
I
rambling.
thought you
Yeah.
typed in and
No. I think it's a voice to text thing.
Beautiful. All right, I was just testing. Okay, Anthony, go ahead. And by the way, based on what I'm reading, I can already kind of tell what you want to know, but go ahead. What advice you need, buddy?
I'm in a tight spot. So essentially,
Hey, that's
my
a
wife
good
and I
thing sometimes,
built
Anthony.
a small
isn't it?
business to a big one.
Anthony, you're not
Seven-figure
listening.
company now.
Hey, doop 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 doop. Listen.
No,
Look at Jacqueline go, Jesus, can this guy speak? Jacqueline, it's my fucking show. I speak. You're here to listen to me, not this fucking guy. I speak. I give the advice. Jacqueline Pyong. And his name isn't Jesus, it's Yahshua. All right, now, Anthony, the reason why I cut you off is because I got to have quick answers to give you my best advice, and sometimes I'll forget when you just keep rattling. So you can't just keep rattling, even though Jacqueline would like you to. Okay.
I got it, my brother. So
all right,
I
go
have
back
further
up. I need to read.
I want to go for it.
Okay, hold on.
She likes the comfortable
Anthony,
good life.
hold on. I just got to verify something real quick, buddy.
Yeah, man.
So when you first called in, you write this thing down, and I said, "What's your advice?" And you still haven't asked the advice. Like, what advice do you need? Start with that.
I want to know how to grow further in the business world without the capital that's required. I have it, but I don't have access to it. Does that make sense?
You have it, but you don't have access to it.
Yeah, because it's our money.
I understand.
It's not my money.
I know, but
So
listen to what you
I
said,
wanna do
please.
something else.
Listen to what you said. You said, I have it, but I don't have access to it. Well, then you don't have it.
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so you don't have the money, right?
Yeah, that's right. Let's just say I don't have the money.
Dude, see again.
But I want to go further.
Listen,
in business.
I think you feel lesser than by admitting you don't have the money.
A little bit.
Okay, well, dude, don't feel lesser than number one. It ain't our money. It sounds like it's her money. Okay, because if it's our money, can't you grab it too?
I could, man. It's just I could reach in and grab some money and just go off and start something fresh. But
and
it's just kind of cause issues in the household. You know what I mean?
Oh, so there's the frickin' rub. You're afraid to use the money you listen up.
Equals. That's the problem.
Listen up. You're afraid to use the money that you have because she's gonna bitch.
Yep. Bingo.
Okay, well, dude, listen. Whose money is it? Now, there's going to be all kinds of people going, it's both of theirs, Brad. Well, no, not if he's in charge of it. Like, again, my money is my wife's money, but at the end of the day, my money's my money. And I just give it to her. Do you give it to her, or does she earn the money?
Well, it's like business money. You know, like we've earned quite a bit
okay, is it both
in our
your
business, and it just
okay,
sits in
then
the
it's
account.
both your businesses, yes?
Yep.
Okay, so if it's both your businesses and it's business money, who runs the business?
We both do.
Nope. Who runs the business, dude? Who's in charge of the business?
I am.
Okay, dude, so run the fucking business. And hopefully she'll, like,
Just
get
scoop the money
excited.
and go for it and deal with it.
Anthony, if you do it right, dude, she'll get excited and start fucking, like, wanting you again.
No, she wants me, man. That's not an issue. I'm
Dude,
just
but
saying
you don't
it's the money.
sound, listen, you sound like you're scared, bro. You're saying, how do I go grow my business without the money that I can't get because it's my wife's too. It's like, dude, who cares if it's your wife's too? Does she not want to grow the business?
Just do it. Just take it. Go for it.
Dude, listen, I don't want to get you a divorce, okay? I want you to answer me. Does she not want you to take it?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't want it. She doesn't agree. So in theory, she says we need to agree on any growth strategies.
I agree.
She's cool just living the comfortable life.
Hey, Anthony, I agree with her. Why? You're married, brother. You agreed. So
Yeah, man.
she is right. Okay, now again, I would have picked the girl that didn't need to be involved like I did. Like mine doesn't care. She trusts me completely. Like whatever I say goes. She don't care. Why? Well, because, dude, the credit cards, work. She don't care. Yeah. Why? Because, dude, she trusts me. Why? Yeah. Well, because the credit cards work, bro. So I don't know what you guys are doing or how much money you're making, but if you got a wife that's like involved that way, then what you do is you sit her down, because she is correct. You know, it's both your business, it's both your money, and she wants to be involved. Because, again, my wife doesn't want to be. If she wanted to be, I would let her. She doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
So if yours wants to be, which it sounds like she does, then you sit down and you show her the respect she deserves. And you say, okay, honey, let's come up with a strategy to grow the business. And then you take a piece of paper and then you look her in the face and you shut your mouth and you listen to what she wants to do. That's step one. And then you look at what she wants to do. And if it's exactly what you want to do, call her a genius and say, if that's what you want to do, babe, we're going to do exactly that. You follow me?
Yep. It's an awesome idea.
I know.
It's actually
And
a really good
then
idea.
if she writes down everything that you don't want to do, well, then you put the pencil down and you say, let me ask you a question, babe. Is it possible that I might contribute an idea here? Get her permission for you to contribute an idea, which she probably will say, sure. What do you think? Okay, and then you write down what you think, okay? And then you sit there and do what's called compromise. You're inclusive, you discuss it, and hopefully you can find a happy medium. And at the end of the day, if she just flat out refuses, I want you guys to play. It's a game me and my wife always play. And say, it's called What Do You Got? Okay, so right when there's a big disagreement, to the point where we fully disagree, the game is played like this. Both parties reach down between their legs and grab a handful. And then the other person says, what do you got? Now, you either got a handful of the shit. Listen to me. Somebody has a handful of the shit the other person wants. You follow me?
I feel you, man. Yeah.
So if she's got a handful of what you want and you got a handful of something she could care less about, well then she's got the frickin' upper hand. Okay? And then you let her win a little bit more in the compromise. Why? Because what do you got? You're playing what do you got? You know, you're holding the good stuff, you're holding the value, you got the fucking ledge, you got the edge, you're the one in charge. Okay? If you're holding the shit, dude, guess what? Now you push in a little bit and you get the frickin' advantage. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's logic, man. That's logic right there.
And by the way, dude, if you guys are still happy and in love, dude, just go lay it down one good time and say, babe, I need you to trust me. I need you to trust me. I'm going to spend all our money, but I swear to God, babe, when I'm done, we're going to be richer than a foot up a bull's ass. Can you give me a little bit of trust? But do that after you make love properly.
Great, man. You got it.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you calling in, man. You up there in Canada?
Yeah, I'm in Ontario, man.
Dude, that's what it is. It's my name is Anthony, eh? The topic I'd like to talk about today is I'm a businessman.
Did I say A?
No, I'm just messing with you.
We're brutal, man. We just say it. I sometimes don't even catch it.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question?
Yes, please.
When you're at work, is she at work?
We're at work, man. That's
Together?
The thing.
Together?
We're at work. Yeah, man.
Does she do yoga?
She's actually a yoga instructor part-time.
Oh,
so, bingo.
No. How many times a week is she?
7 days a week, Bradley.
7
She's
days.
Always in there. She's a babe. I'm gonna just preface it with that.
Dude, 7
She's
days
a
a week.
babe,
She's
she's
at
flexible.
You're not listening. 7 days a week, she's doing yoga.
Uh-huh.
Does she have a yoga instructor?
She is a yoga instructor.
Does she have a yoga instructor?
No, she doesn't have one, no.
Oh, good. She is a yoga
You
instructor?
think I should be?
She is one?
Yes, she is one.
Okay, just make sure she doesn't have one. Okay.
I feel what you're saying. Yeah.
All right, let's go through some of these. Hey, did I help you out, Anthony? Any last questions?
Honestly, I got a good strategy now. I'm actually, like, legit, all jokes aside, I'm going to go in and sit down with her and do what you said. Just sit down and just give her the mic and just be like, go ahead, tell me what you think we can do to grow this business, and just coach her. I'm a sales guy, right? So I'm going to coach her into coming up with an idea that I think will work for the business.
Now you're
That's
talking.
genius, man. Thank you.
Now you're talking. That's my dog. All right, buddy.
Yeah, man. Right on, brother. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hey, listen, all the comments, we got host a dating event. I want to read out some of the comments. Explains a lot. What do we got? Ontario is cooked. He's an alpha. I called it. What are we calling? I can't keep up. Dude, when you go fast, I can't keep up that fast. She's doing downward dog all day. Yee. You guys are just getting that guy to be freaking worried. She's banging some yoga instructor, and she is the yoga instructor. Guys, leave people alone, man. Damn, how come everybody's always so quick to make people feel like their girl's not getting it behind the titties? Now, if she's the yoga instructor, that might be even worse. Ooh, see, I don't know, bro, because I'm not in the big yoga world, but if it's like the fitness industry where, like, you work at a gym, I know a lot of people that worked at gyms in their life, the fitness, you know, and there was a lot of going on. So if your wife worked at the gym, you know, she came home late and worked late a lot, eat. Or if your dude worked at the gym, eat. But listen, you got to trust your people. And you know how you trust people? You realize anything's possible, so you keep an eye on them. All right, guys, listen, this has been BRADVICE. As always, I appreciate your support. I'm going to start going live at 5 every Thursday, and I might even make it a nightly show, but I need people to watch it, share it, and let's get it to blow up, folks. And also, don't forget to go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel, please. I'll see you on the flip side.